Welcome back, City Builders. Kodiak the Kodiak here. In today's weekly Cities Skylines II update, we go over Word of the Week number 6, as well as continue our weekly mod showcases. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you can keep up to date on all the Cities Skylines II news, tips, and tricks. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, and before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that I did upload a second video this week, and it will go over the 15 mods that I think are must-haves for Cities Skylines 2 right now. I'll put that up in the annotation right now and down in the description. So when you guys are done watching this, please make sure you guys go watch that because it goes over in detail how all these mods work. And they're constantly changing, so they might be a little different than they are currently when you download it. But I promise you, you will get a good use out of almost all of these mods. And there's even more that I didn't include because I just didn't feel like they fit in with the video. But trust me, almost all of the mods that are available on Thunderstore right now are absolutely fantastic. So please make sure you guys go and watch that video. Now, as usual, we're going to start over here with the Word of the Week. We are on week number 6 since launch, and we are here with the Word of the Week. Now, these are written by Colossal Order's CEO. Now, she starts off talking about some incident that occurred on the forums where people didn't understand what she was saying and thought that she wasn't updating something. I'm not really too sure. I'm not going to really read it or go into detail on it because I don't really think it's a productive part of the conversation. It's pretty clear to me that Colossal Order is very invested in making the game as best as it possibly can be, and it just wasn't at whatever suitable levels were at launch. But they're making great strides and progress to get it there. So we're going to start here. All of us in the community have different personalities and cultural backgrounds. Our preferences and opinions vary and priorities differ. We know as devs we can't please anyone, but each and every one of you makes our community richer. Cities Skylines 2 is about creativity that can spark interesting conversations and new ideas. The community and modding are what make a Colossal Order game, and I promise we're working as fast as possible to get modding support into the game. And I think that's pretty obvious. They said a lot last week that they were talking all about mod support. They were really excited that people found the dev tools that were kind of already built into the game that just weren't ready to be fully released, and we're using them and working on them. So I know that they are excited to get modding tools in. Again, they just weren't ready for launch. Further down, they say, please report if you're still experiencing any issues with the current patch that just came out last week, which will be the second to last patch before they go on their Christmas break, which is what the next paragraph is on the next patch. The last one of this year is coming out next week before we start our holiday break on the 18th. So we will get a new patch before the 18th of December. The patch will have performance improvements, which is great, and the gameplay bug fixes that we can manage to squeeze in because obviously there is a time constraint. They need to get this out by the 18th, so they can't fix everything before then. The focus is on the characters, and the dentists have been consulted. Now, something that if you've watched my videos before, you would understand and know is that the major performance hit from the characters is not with the fully rendered eyeballs or the fully rendered teeth, but it's actually with the character model itself, or the skin as it is referred to in the developer mode. This is the largest performance hit, and if you guys want to see how to turn that off, you guys can check out my developer mode video that I uploaded a few weeks ago, which is still incredibly relevant, and I included even more developer mode features in my mod video that also came out like 2 days ago. So if you guys are interested in watching either of those, again, up in the annotations and down in the description. In some cases, when I turn off the character skin, I get upwards of 15 FPS improvements in higher density areas. So it is super beneficial to do if you're interested in doing it, but hopefully this update fixes that. There will also be improvements in the level of detail models for selected assets, as well as geometry improvements for better performance and reduced memory usage. So this will be really great if you have a lot of VRAM usage or maybe even regular RAM usage. When they refer to memory usage, I'm not sure if they're referring to actual RAM or VRAM in terms of how the assets are rendered. So if either of those are some sort of bottlenecks that you might have, those might be improved in this patch. On the gameplay side, we're looking into the airports having problems with exports, and we are working to fix some statistics. We've received reports of more stray dogs now at train stations. I can't believe how terrible the citizens are taking care of their pets. While I can't promise we'll have all the dog-related issues fixed before the holidays, which it seems like there is a pretty significant amount of pet-related issues right now, we are aware of the poor pups being left behind, and we will make sure their owners learn responsibility eventually. Please keep the feedback and bug reports coming. We go through all of them. And that is something that they've stressed every single week, is that they do read all of the bug reports and they want to find all of the issues in the game. There's some stuff that myself and modders have like found just like as one-off instances that I haven't seen anybody else talk about, and then they bring it up in the patch. So they really are listening to all of your bug fixes, and they're trying to work on them. In the next Word of the Week, we will be going over the final patch of the year and what we plan to work on next year. In last week's Word of the Week, they went into detail on what their priorities are, so if you're interested in that, watch last week's video. Now that we're done with the Word of the Week, we're going to go over here to Thunderstore, which is the main place right now to get Cities Skylines II mods, where there are some new ones that were uploaded to the workshop after I uploaded my modding video. One of them is 529 Tiles Light by Algernon, which does exactly what you think it does. It's basically the 81 tiles mod, but for Cities Skylines 2. Now, it does only allow you to get those last few tiles that you can't purchase, but it also allows you to start the game with all of the tiles bought already. So if that's something you're looking forward to, but you're not looking to play with Unlock All On, this is something that you can do so you can have a bit more building freedom. We also have Magnolia County by City Planner Plays. It's no longer you have to go to his Discord in order to get it. You can actually just download it straight from Thunderstore. And if you watched my mod video, you would know that you can also use Map Installer, which is another mod available on Thunderstore, which you should definitely download if you're going to download any maps from Thunderstore, because it will automatically install it and put it all in the right place. Because without it, you're actually just downloading the file, but it's not putting it in the right folder. There is a Jacksonville, Florida height map, as well as a Diamond City radio, which is using the extended radio mod. Now, this allows you to make your own custom radio stations, which is really cool. So you can implement radio stations from other games, as they've done with the Diamond City radio station, which is from Fallout 4. There's also a throwback network as well, so if you know anybody who makes music, or you want to make your own radio station to play with in-game radios and then also still have the cool fun ads, you can do that using these mods. Now, I didn't bring up any of these really in my mod video, so if you're like, wow, those are pretty cool, well, there's even cooler ones in my mod video, so please make sure you guys go check that out. Now, the last thing I want to go over is right here. This is Cities Skylines 2, How to Remove Water Sources. This is a video by Lazo, so I'm going to leave it down in the description, so I'm not stealing any of the content that this person uploaded, because they clearly took the time to figure this out, but you can actually remove the water sources. So if you are trying to rework a map, or you are doing some terraforming and you notice there's a water source somewhere when you destroy a lake or a river, and it's just constantly flowing water, you can actually get rid of them. And in this video, Lazo was able to figure out how to do that. And it does use dev mode. So again, if you guys are interested in learning how dev mode works, I suggest going to my dev mode video and then going to this video, because this video will teach you how to destroy them. I didn't even know that was possible. It seemed like it wasn't, but apparently they're just like little nodes, and using dev mode, you can delete them. So I'm going to leave a link to his video down in the description, so you guys can go over there and learn how to do that if that's something you're looking to do. So that's going to be it for this week. I'm going to have a video next week going over a bunch of the custom created maps, including some of the height map maps. Norfolk, Virginia's map is actually really good. I highly suggest it if you're looking for a realistic height map, as well as City Planner Plays Magnolia Bay is on there, and Kexford is another great one. But we're going to be going over all of those maps in detail next week. So make sure you guys have notifications turned on so you guys can tune into that one. I want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. It's a short one this week, so if you guys are looking for more content, please make sure you go look at my 15 must-have mods video. I want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Deuces.